The Eurovision Song Contest 1965 was the 10th edition of the annual Eurovision Song Contest. It was held in Naples, Italy, following the Italian victory at the previous 1964 edition. Luxembourg won, for the second time in the history of the contest, with the song Poupée de Cire, Poupée de Sun, performed by France Gall and composed by Serge Gainsbourg. Belgium, Finland, Germany, and Spain each scored 0 points for the second time. The 1965 contest marked the debut of Ireland, a country which later went on to dominate the competition. This was also the first contest with over 16 countries participating, with a total of 18 entries. The Swedish entry was also sung in English. Location: the contest took place in Naples, the capital of Region Campania in southern Italy and the third largest city in Italy, after Rome and Milan. This is Italy's first hosting of the Eurovision Song Contest. The host venue was the then new Sala di Concerto della Rai, founded few years prior to the contest, in the late 50s and early 60s. It is located in Viale Marconi in the district of Fuorigrotta. The structure has 3 TV studios for a total of 1,227 square meters and capacity of 370 persons. Used for the filming of programs and fiction, and an auditorium. The Neapolitan song archives are also housed in it. Format: each country had 10 jury members who distributed 3 points among their 1, 2, or 3 favorite songs. The points were totaled and the first, second, and third-placed songs were awarded 5, 3, and 1 votes in order. If only one song got every point within the jury, it would get all 9 points. If only 2 songs were chosen, the songs would get 6 and 3 points in order. Participating countries: 18 countries took part, with the Eurovision Song Contest reaching its highest ever number. Sweden returned after a 1-year absence, and Ireland debuted in the competition. Luxembourg won for the second time with the highly controversial Poupée de Cire, Poupée de Sun, sung by teenager France Gall, which later went on to be a massive hit in almost all European countries. Belgium, Finland, Germany, and Spain all scored 0 points for the second time. The competition was also broadcast via the Intervision network to the Eastern European nations for the very first time. Ingvar Wixell, the Swedish participant, performed his song in English instead of the original Swedish title, and Årstid's Vals. The native languages were used for all of the other participants. This led to a rule being introduced for the next 1966 edition. That meant all participants had to perform their songs using one of their national languages. Returning artists: 3 artists returned for a second time in this year's contest. Udo Jürgens from Austria, whose previous participation was in 1964, Conchita Bautista from Spain, previously representation in 1961, and Vice Vukov from Yugoslavia, who last participated in 1963. Conductors: each performance had a conductor who led the orchestra. Results: Carrot in the Swedish contest. To select the Swedish contribution, it was performed in Swedish and was then known as An Årstid's Vals. Scoreboard: each country had 10 jury members who distributed 3 points among their 1, 2, or 3 favorite songs. The points were totaled and the first, second, and third-placed songs were awarded 5, 3, and 1 votes in order. If only one song got every point within the jury, it would get all 9 points. If only 2 songs were chosen, the songs would get 6 and 3 points in order. 5 points below is a summary of all 5 points in the final. 1. Belgium gave the United Kingdom 6 points. International broadcasts and voting. The table below shows the order in which votes were cast during the 1965 contest, along with the spokesperson who was responsible for announcing the votes for their respective country. Each national broadcaster also sent a commentator to the contest, in order to provide coverage of the contest in their own native language. Details of the commentators and the broadcasting station for which they represented are also included in the table below.